The people want to know how come you start to support the people of Kashmir, and how it attract you to help the people of Kashmir.
Yeah, I mean, that was simply based on a human experience. I'd been out in holiday to Mumbai. I'd bought a couple of Kashmiri rugs from a Kashmiri salesman. I'd had a cup of tea when I was in the shop. I was shown, obviously he was trying to sell me the whole shop, but it was, a really nice experience. We kept in touch and we would just ask, how's your family? And then one day it simply came back that he didn't know. He couldn't contact his parents. He couldn't contact his sister. And that just reached something inside me, and a sense of injustice. My family background is my grandfather was an MP for 26 years, a Labour MP for Southall, and it was a very sort of mixed race, multicultural town. And I was very much part of his lifestyle there, and met people and functions. His front door was always open, and people would come in with all manner of problems. And so he was a very just person. And I guess within that upbringing anyway, there was something when I heard about this in Kashmir. And then, because what I did was I went online and I started, it was MPs like Liam Burns and Afzal Khan, I was in their website, and then I was reading more and more and more into it, realized how much I didn't know. And I've come on a very long journey in a very short time, and I had different discussions with many people, and then one of those was from Kotley and Azad. And we had this idea then, I think it was his idea, to set up a Facebook group, because we were going to, the idea was like with a voice on the inside and a voice on the outside, we could get news in and out. And I wanted to have a whole world tea event, a solidarity event. And I wanted to go to Kashmir and hold this tea event with various different voices, and stream it out to different countries where we would have events on the streets. And so I made connections with lots of different people towards doing that. And it's just grown really from a sense of injustice on a human level. And I just can't believe that this is allowed to go on when I can, breathe freely, walk through my streets with no fear, with no worry about anything. To think that other people are having to live under oppression, especially when they've been promised their own rights. Scotland had their own right for self-determination 2 or 3 years ago, given as a basic human right, and we didn't even have to worry about military on our doorstep and war, blinding by pellet guns, rapes, all the atrocities that are there, missing people, mass graves. So you can imagine, for me, it's just like that sense of give these people their right for self-determination and remove all this military and all this torture and chaos that's been going on for years. It doesn't seem, it's not right, it's not fair, and it's not just, and it should be solved. So it was just a heart-led journey.